Yeah, we're discussing toxicity in friendships and families.
They never bring about any good positive energy. Like it's always, why have you gained so much weight? What's going on? You lost weight? Are you sick? But then what happens if you do pick a friend and along the way they start showing the toxic traits? Or even
Cut off that uncle. Let him out of your life. That toxic aunt. Out.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Your mother?
Yeah, you cut her off.
How do you cut your mother off? Please.
Good morning, good evening, good night.
Goeiemorgen.
We're back.
Goeienacht.
We're back.
Alle dinges. Hi everybody. What's up, gang?
We hope y'all been nice.
We hope you've been good. We've been hanging in there.
Back with another episode. We hope you guys been keeping well.
Yes.
It's spring again / summer, so
And it's hot, guys. Drink water.
that's if you are in our part of the world, because in Cape Town and the coast is cold.
Drink plenty of water, hydrate, guys. Keep it cool, keep it chill, keep it, Yeah. We are back with another episode. So, what is our topic for the day, babes?
Toxicity in friendships and relationships. We all have families and friends. We're discussing toxicity in friendships and families.
Yeah. So it's just, you know how they say you can't choose your family, but now there's a saying of saying you can choose who you regard as your family now.
So which one is it? Can you choose or can you?
They usually say
Who's they?
the people out there, the sayings.
I think you can choose your family, and friends are families we get to pick ourselves, because
For sure.
we don't get to decide what type of families we are
Also-
born into.
Yeah, also I think moving forward into the future you get to choose your family. So the partner that you choose to live with for the rest of your life is you choosing that family, right?
No.
It is though, because you're gonna build a family with that person. I mean, you have your immediate family,
Who says you're
your
gonna build a
blood.
family with that person?
If that's what you want, like now you and I are gonna get married. Did I not choose you to become part of my family, to be my new family?
Yes, that's starting a new family, but you still have your own family.
I still have my own family, but I'm growing my own family as a household with my partner, and we.
No, I'm with you.
Yeah.
But families, friends, I keep saying also, friends are families we get to pick ourselves.
Friends, sure. Family, how sweet.
What do you mean? You can't pick
But
your...
you said you can pick your family.
No, I'm saying friends are families you get to pick for yourself.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true. But then what happens if you do pick a friend and along the way they start showing the toxic traits? Or even at the beginning they show the toxic traits.
Keep it moving.
Sometimes.
Just like anything else.
You say.
If it's not good for you, keep it moving.
But okay, in hindsight, it's easier to say that than sometimes it being done, because there might just be a friend you have who has great quality, but there's that toxic traits about them. Aren't you going to try and work it out before you're like, I'm out?
Well, it depends. I mean, if it's some toxic trait that can't be worked on, that I can't personally compromise on, then we keep it moving. Because I mean, who am I? Bob the Builder. All my life, I can't be doing it.
And family, how do you go about
You
that?
keep it moving. You cut them off.
How easy is that though?
Cut off that uncle. Let him out of your life. That toxic aunt. Out.
Whoa.
Yeah. Why are we being so soft on them, as if they are? Sometimes they could be the biggest source of stress in your life. They could be the biggest source of toxicity,
Okay.
But because they are family now, we must now treat them with kid gloves. No ways.
Okay.
You must get cut.
All right. You cut that uncle. You cut that aunt.
If you're
your mother?
Yeah, you cut her off.
How do you cut your mother off, please?
If your mom is not good for you, you must cut her off.
But doesn't it, like, don't you owe a conversation as much as it's not from
Yeah,
you? But
obviously
shouldn't you have a conversation? Because now you like cut off immediately. See something, cut off.
No, I mean, obviously, you can't just do that without having a conversation. Anything else that I've cut off in my life, from relationships, family, food, there was a conversation first, in an effort to try to amend, right? What is not right for both of us. But if that conversation is not landing, then cut them off, because they're not good for you, for your mental health, for your sanity, and for just your feeling, you cut them off. I mean, if it's your mom, let's look at it this way, and this might just open a new kind of want. Like moms that do not treat their kids right because they hate the father. What does the child have to do with it? And if the child,
that one is not a good one, eh?
Exactly, but if the child gets to grow and realize, oh, no, this woman does not love me and this woman hates me, what does the child have to do besides cut them off?
Yeah.
I'll make an example with LGBTQI community. If a person is in the closet, or being male or female, and then they come out to their family and the family continues to hate them for who they are, I mean, do you really think it's fair for them to keep them in their circle when they're not fine?
Of course, but
I was just trying to show you that you can cut your mom off.
Yes, but I don't think it's as easy as you saying you want to cut your mom off.
Yeah, but I just said to you, let's have a conversation first.
I hear you.
Yeah.
But it's still, I think even with that said, there's still that longing where you wish your mother or your dad or your brother or your sister or whoever can still be somebody you can lean against.
And it's not working. Just like with romantic relationships, you still wish that this could be this way, and it doesn't work. You move,
but with your family, they are the people who are supposed to be there when everything, like, if now things don't work out, like, I'm supposed to go back to them to find some sort of refuge and comfort.
They don't owe you that. They don't owe you that.
Hectic.
No.
So
well, one of the saying that says the world does not owe you anything. That includes your family. The only thing your family owes you is your upbringing and protection while you are young. The minute you become an adult, you too senior. Go figure it out. Because now, if you think they do owe you that and they don't give you that, your expectations of them will always be there, but they don't know they owe you that. They've got their own lives.
Anyways.
But you feel me, bro.
So, yeah, for me, guys, I have... From my mom's side of the family, I have some I have some toxic people.
Maybe let's not mention way. I think it's
family.
I'll cut that.
From my side of the family, I've never been so close with a certain side because they've always just brought about toxic ways about them. Everything they say has been negative. And that is why as well you've never heard me talk so much about my family, that side of the family, but you've never actually met anyone from that side of the family, because they never like bring about any good positive energy. Like, it's always, why have you gained so much weight? What's going on? You lost weight? Are you sick?
Let's just on the topic, sorry to interject. Guys, when someone gains weight, they gain the weight. They are carrying the weight.
And they know that they are carrying that weight.
They are carrying that weight. There is no need for you to remind them they have gained weight or lost weight.
And they know, hey?
Because they are carrying the fucking weight.
They know.
So,
it's not like it's a surprise they woke up and then you observing it. It's like, oh, shucks, I actually have. We know, okay?
Yeah, and there's nothing as annoying as being told you're skinny or you're big.
Gain weight.
I mean,
like,
what if I'm really struggling to lose the weight?
Yeah.
Like, I'm really struggling.
And you're working at it.
Yeah, or like you said earlier about you finding comfort and refuge from your family. What if your friends or your colleagues are dissing you about the weight, and
Yeah.
then your family is also making it worse.
It could even be sometimes a medical reason, you know. Sometimes they can say your thyroid is not producing enough, and da, da, da. But also, so I remember there was a particular member of the family. They hadn't seen me in a while, right? And when they saw me, literally, she came towards me, she touched my skin, and she's like, "Dude, why are you so light? Like, are you sick? Like."
No, listen, there will always be, and this is my advice again, cut these sort of people off.
Yeah.
There'll be people in your life that will always have something negative to say. They may not say it all the time. They can be friends, they can be family, they can be colleagues. But there'll be somewhere where they touch on some negative stuff that they want to utter towards your direction. And sometimes, because these people know exactly what they're saying, I don't think these people they know exactly what they're saying to you, and we ignore the red flags. And then one day you wake up in the morning and then both is there with hot water, or they poisoned you, or they did something crazy. You buy a new car, you come to show them, and then they drive and they crash it, and you think it's a mistake. I mean, the red flags will always be there. I'm not saying that stuff happens all the time, but I'm saying let's be careful of these people. I mean,
have you had a toxic friend or family that you've cut off?
Yeah, to an extent. The thing is, you know
what like, you don't have to give like any detail that will distinctly give.
Are you referring to friend or family now? Which one do you want?
Let's give us both.
Okay, friend. I had a friend from high school who was always competitive. So when I say we, I mean the circle of friends that we had at the time, when we started working, and he also started way before us. But then we started accomplishing like the small stuff, like car, something like that. He would always he would go out of his way to lie to us about some of his accomplishments that don't even exist,
just to match up or to be above you guys.
You know what I mean? And at some stage he would say to us, yeah, no, you guys have changed because 1, 2, 3, 4. But we realized, but this person is really just now struggling with their own issues, and they will always have something to say. I remember I had bought a Polo, and they said to me, when you bought a Polo 1.4, why didn't you buy a GTI? In my mind, I'm like, how? So, I mean, where's your fucking GTI? Let's start there, And then those were some of the small stuff they mentioned. And when they're with friend A, they will come to me and say, friend A says this. When they come to me, they go back to friend.
And that is a very actually dangerous where if you guys are a circle of friends, and then that one friend comes and tells that, hey, gift did. Then you take that information. Don't you register it in your head to say, if he's doing this about this person, are they not going to that person saying something about me as well?
That's the thing. I guess they make you believe that you are their confidante, and even on their side, you are the only person they talk to. But nevertheless, I cut them off. Family members, maybe it's because we don't see each other as often, but there were some family members that displayed some toxic traits, and I had cut them off. Even when we link up months later or years later, we chill.
But it's not the same.
Yeah,
like you put them in a corner.
Yeah, I've kept it the way as healthy as it could be. So I'm sure if you guys can relate to some of the stuff we talk about. If you do have someone like that, even from teachers, I'm sure when you remember from school, there were teachers that you thought, but this lady or this man hates me. You don't understand why.
There was a certain lady who was toxic for me at school and made me like my huge part of not enjoying school was her, I must say. So, yeah. But
otherwise, let us know what you think. And if you do have someone who's toxic, could be a boyfriend, could be a girlfriend, I mean, toxicity also goes to an extent of you getting verbally abused, you getting physically abused, because you guys have this relationship of, if I hit you, then you think it's okay.
It's okay. And you apologize.
And they're like, but he hit me, so it means Rasha. Or you've said this to me and I forgave you for apologizing, and then now we fight. That's another level of toxicity. Timelines. You could be on Twitter, you could be on WhatsApp, you could be. There's this always person who's always posting negative stuff. and you
Yeah,
guys
and,
get
and,
exposed
and we
to that.
exposed to it,
Yeah,
and we
cut the
actually
move.
enjoying it. Like,
You know?
we speak about no, this is not good, da 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 da, but we still go back to it and we leave a comment where we are enjoying the sort of content that's there, and it's not good.
Exactly.
So, share with us. Tell
What you
us
think?
if you've had to cut a relative off, and if you did, how did you go about it? Was it easy? If you can't, tell us also why can't you? Even with friends, workplace is also another one.
I had a colleague, I don't know if you remember, there was a colleague of mine that I used to work with, and that was really toxic. Every time we spoke on the phone, we met in person, they always had something negative to say about the work we do. Always.
All the time.
As much as every single month we'll get paid, buy groceries, feed
But
our
there
families,
must be something
there will
negative.
always be something negative that this person.
Yeah.
And I even had to advise some of the new colleagues to say, guys, just limit.
Be mindful.
Be mindful,
Yeah.
and yeah, I think.
So
that
let us know, because also workplace is not that easy to say, let me cut off when you have to work with these people. Also, if you have, what have you done? Have you left your job, found a new job? Have you just had to live with it, be on your own? Let us know how you've dealt with toxicity.
Maybe you work at a place and
Your
HR liked
boss-
you. HR liked you, HR hired you, but your boss doesn't
But your
like you.
boss doesn't like
But
you.
let us know.
Let
Thank you
us
so much
know.
for tuning in.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
It was a short episode, but yeah.
Also, let us know if you'd like them to be this short or you'd like them to be 20 minutes.
Because
15,
other
10,
people
7.
say keep it longer. Our vlogs usually are the ones that stretch a bit.
But I
I'll
actually
sit
enjoyed
down.
the short one.
Yeah.
It's nice and brief. But
Yeah, but they don't get to see us that much. Like 15 minutes off.
yeah, we will try to
Yeah.
be as consistent as we
But thank you guys for tuning in, for liking, for subscribing. We really, really, really appreciate it.
Yeah.
And we're about to hit our 1 year anniversary of starting
Shout out,
the channel. So we'll try and put up something special for that time.
I think we'll just combine some of those.
Yeah,
videos,
and the bloopers and all of that.
Yeah.
But here's our handles here at the end. Don't forget to click the subscribe.
That one. Shout out.
Cheers,
Have a good one.
guys.